Hello, I'm Rabbi Elton from the Great Synagogue in Sydney, and welcome to From the Rabbi's Bookshelves. Around 10 days ago, the Jewish world lost one of its great rabbinic figures, Rabbi Dr Jonathan Sacks, the former Chief Rabbi of the Commonwealth and a member of the House of Lords. I discussed one of his books several weeks ago, but now, as a tribute to his memory, I want to discuss this book, Community of Faith. It's not a very long book, and it was a sort of birthday present to the United Synagogue in London, which was the main synagogue body that Rabbi Sacks led as Chief Rabbi. The United Synagogue was founded in 1870, so in 1995 it was celebrating its 125th birthday. And Rabbi Sacks wrote a book which summed up the ideals which underlie and underpin the work of the United Synagogue. Now, its name in Hebrew is Knesset Yisrael, which is a rabbinic term meaning the entire congregation of the House of Israel. And Rabbi Sacks argued that this reflected and revealed its basic inclusivist impulse. Though whereas in different countries and around the world, Orthodoxy chose to be very small, or chose it would be small if nothing else, and an intense but really rather narrow and restricted group. In Great Britain, the leaders of the United Synagogue and the chief rabbis who preceded Rabbi Sacks wanted to make Orthodoxy as inclusive and expansive as possible. And that was the idea which led to the foundation and the policies of the United Synagogue. And I might add of other similar synagogues around the world, including the Great Synagogue in Sydney, as well as others in the city, including Central Synagogue and Kadimah and others like it. Let's have a look at how Rabbi Sacks explains the basic idea behind the United Synagogue. It is sometimes believed that Anglo-Jewry made no original contribution to modern Jewish thought. He had no thinker of the stature of Hirsch or Rav Kook or Rabbi Soloveitchik. They are leaders of German Jewry and pre-Israel Palestine Jewry and American Orthodox Jewry. It produced no synthesis, no ideology, no modern orthodoxy. In a sense, this is true. Modern Orthodoxy is the name given to a self-conscious encounter between Jewish faith and modern thought. It arises when the need is felt to provide their compatibility. Anglo-Jewry felt no such need. Figures like Chief Rabbi Nathan Adler, Joseph Hertz and Lord Jakobovits were obviously at home in both Jewish scholarship and the wider culture of their day. And they won the argument by personal example rather than in the realm of theory. But Anglo-Jewry did yield something new. Elsewhere I've called it Inclusive Orthodoxy. The difference is this: modern Orthodoxy is concerned with ideas, inclusivism with people. Modern Orthodoxy seeks to show that Jewish faith can be expressed in the language of contemporary thought. Inclusive Orthodoxy seeks to keep Jewish faith at the heart of the collective life of Jews. Modern Orthodoxy is about content. Inclusivism is about constituency. Modern Orthodoxy, like Maimonides' Guide for the Perplexed, is an answer to the problem of an intellectual elite. Inclusivism is concerned with Jews as a whole, learned and unlearned alike. When modern Orthodoxy succeeds, it creates a philosophy. When inclusivism succeeds, it creates a community. That is what Nathan Marcus Adler did, and it makes his contribution to modern Jewry no less significant than that of Hirsch. So this provides dignity to what has sometimes been thought of as a rather bureaucratic and administrative affair. How do you combine together a series of different synagogues in a way that provides services to their members? So Rabbi Sacks is not that at all. It's propelled by a basic commitment to including as many Jews as possible in an Orthodox community, which can lead to compromises and can lead to a less intense atmosphere, but that's an atmosphere which is worth the price because it means that more Jews are involved and more Jews are connected. And that's the ideology that he sustained at the United Synagogue and his chief rabbinate, and I try to sustain here at the Great Synagogue in Sydney. Thanks for joining.